So this section deals with the Ampere's circuital law and its application. So Ampere's circuital law states that the line integral of magnetic field intensity. So this line integral of magnetic field intensity about any closed path is exactly equal to the direct current enclosed by that path. So we can write it down as an expression as, so line integral of, this is the magnetic field intensity around any closed path is exactly equal to the direct current enclosed by that path. So this is the expression of Ampere's circuit law. So what are its applications? Its application is not limited to this. It is endless advantages for using this theorem. A few are listed here. So we can find out the magnetic field intensity to an infinite line current, an infinite line current sheet, and infinite long coaxial transmission lines. So this is one of the application of the Ampere's circuital law we have discussed before. And here an infinite line current conductor which is lies along the Z axis. You can see that a blue color, a filamentary current conductor. So current I is flowing through this conductor, which is, you can see that it is along the Z axis. And we know that all the current carrying conductor will produce a magnetic field around the conductors. And here I am going to find out what is the magnetic field intensity at point P. P is a point, and which is at a distance r from the origin of the xy, and P lies on the xy plane, and there is a line, there is a circular path which passes through the P. It is called the Amperean path, and dl represent the small length of the Amperean path. So that is described here, and we can apply the Ampere's circuit law here. So as per the Ampere's circuit law, the line integral of H about a closed path is equal to the current. And if you integrate the dl, this is the dl, its radius is r, then we will get 2 pi r. So H become I by 2 pi r. And it gives you only an idea about the magnitude of H. So if you want to express it in a vector form, then you have to multiply a unit vector which is acting along the radius r. So this will give you an impression in vector form. So this is the magnetic field intensity at this point P. If you want to find out what is the magnetic flux density at point P due to the current carrying segment, then it is mu H, that is mu times I over 2 pi r. So r is the radius of this Amperean path. This is just like a magnetic field encircling the current carrying conductor. So we can apply the thumb rule. So what is the direction of the lines of force? If the current is moving from top to bottom, apply the thumb rule, we can see that the field is encircling in a anti-clockwise direction. If the current is moving from top to bottom, so we know that the field is encircling in a clockwise direction. So here it is in anti-clockwise direction because the current is moving from bottom to top. So this circle represent the Amperean path. This is nothing but the lines of force, the field around the current carrying conductor. So we can connect B equal to mu H to find what is the magnetic flux density at point P. If you need to express this in the vector form, then you need to multiply the unit vector which is acting along this direction.